This mod's called Improved Settlements. It's a mod for Fallout 4, and you can find it on the Nexus. What the mod does is it improves 5 of the available settlements. Those settlements are Egret Tours Marina, Kingsport Lighthouse, Starlight Drive-In, Sunshine Tidings Co-op, and Warwick Homestead. I chose these particular settlements because they appeared to me to be the best settlements to build, considering the available theme, buildings, buildable area, and they're not occupied by a faction. Some of the improvements that I made: one improvement was I moved the fast travel location for each settlement. Where I'm currently positioned is a new fast travel location for Kingsport Lighthouse. I moved the spawn points because you typically would spawn in the middle of a bunch of raiders or super mutant. Another improvement I made was I changed the boundaries for 3 of the settlements. Kingsport's one of them. Egret Tours and Warwick are the other 2. You can see, you might not be able to tell, but this boundary's been extended over toward that truck. It's also extended over this cliff face over here, and here on this zoom in. You can see now you can build all the way to this green boundary. If you notice that green boundary is kind of sticking up off the ground, that was because I tried to modify that model file, but I was unable to do it. So that's why it sticks up above the terrain. It's actually the position that it should be in game, but it doesn't really distract too much. You can see there you can build all the way over to that buoy. You can build all the way out there. It's a lot farther than you think. You can build all the way out here. Another improvement I made was I disabled all the trash, the debris, the rubble, the brambles, and the bushes. So now you can see it looks real clean through here. It's not a bunch of trash and stuff in the way. Another improvement I made was I added these concrete bags on a pallet for each settlement, so it give you a little kickstart. Another improvement that I did was I added floors to all the buildings and the boats, if there were any boats in that particular settlement. So I'll use this chair here to show you where you can build different objects. Now you can see you can build all the way out here on the porch. You can build in the office. You can build anywhere in the living room, the kitchen. Before you couldn't build anywhere in this house. Now you can build on the second floor, the bathroom. I'll show you that you can grab these items, move them around now. Before you couldn't do that. Not real sure why Bethesda didn't put floors in all these buildings, but really limits what you can build. So likewise, the lighthouse here, you can build on the ground floor. You can build on each one of these levels. That's scrappable material. The surfaces that I used for these floors are square, so it doesn't really work too well for a round floor, but I did the best I could. So now you can build out here. You can build all in this entire area up here in the lighthouse. So there again, you can see how it's all clean now. There was a bunch of trash there. You can build all the way out to that buoy again, all the way out here to the edge. I'll run over here right quick and show you how far you can build. And all this stuff here now is scrappable. You could build something there like a building or something. This boat now has floors in it you can build. There's some tarberry you can pick. So I'll show you here. You can build anywhere on this surface here. You can build inside the cabin. Put your sleeping bag in there or something. You can build up here on the front of the boat. Did not put any surfaces in that little triangle spot. Added a floor surface up here. You can put your chair up there and do some fishing, or a recruitment beacon. That stuff hanging on the wall there, I added some things like that around, decorations. Added a lot of scrappable material too, not just the concrete bags, but added a lot of stuff you could get: ceramics, plastics, glass from. I got rid of those annoying birds. Boy, they bugged me. You kill them and they just come back. That's kind of deceptive how far this extends out here. So I'm gonna build a pier so that you can get an idea how far it goes out. And when you're placing these pylons, it's a little tricky, but if you just keep moving them around, you can usually get them where you want them. There I had it underwater, so I'm going to bring it up above the water. That looks pretty good. Now I'll go to a pier surface and start building this pier out here. You can see a little gap there between the pier and my pier. There's little planks that you can find that can fill those gaps. So there's one section, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 sections. You can build this pier out here, 6 sections. And if you count that little surface I had up there at the front, 6.5. So you can see all the way out here. I mean, you're sticking really well far out here. Now you can build all kinds of buildings on here. You can build traders, clinics, cosmetic surgeons. So those are the improvements that I made to this Kingsport Lighthouse. Okay, so this is my take on the Kingsport Lighthouse. To the main house structure, I added a couple of floors using barn material. Built me a split level glass house for my player accommodation. Because I extended the buildable boundary out over in this area, it allowed me to really make my split level home kind of stick out over that ledge there. Down here on the pier sections, I built a couple of buildings. One's an arcade, the other one's a weapon dealer. And then I built up some wind farm out here to generate my power for my settlement. You know, Bethesda just is the king of the sandbox video game. Sandbox video game is the type of game that you can role play, so you can actually create a character and move into the world and actually role play like you're actually in the world. So it's a really nice feature if you like playing that type of a game. And Bethesda outdid themselves with this Fallout 4. They allowed you to find a settlement and move into that settlement, take it over, and just build all kinds of buildings and things and set up shops. There's McCready. He's the mayor for this settlement. There was a Nucatron robot that I built using the robot workshop that comes with Fallout 4. Another really fantastic feature for Fallout 4 is that robot workshop. You could build robots, all different types of robots, and they follow you around, or you could have them guarding these settlements, which is what that Nuka guy was doing. I put a barn wall in here, so I was able to close out the bathroom pretty nicely. This little floor section board panel that I stuck on there on that level allowed me to build all this additional rooms and structure, all from placing that one little piece because I had placed a floor surface there. This is McCready's girlfriend. She runs the store here. And this is an upstairs bedroom where McCready and his girlfriend live. And they're expecting a baby. So this is my player dwelling that I put together. Played baseball there, throwing the ball against the wall. This is kind of like the entryway, foyer, living room. This is the first floor. I've got the diving armor stored here. I'm going to do some diving later on. There's a lot of wrecks, and it's kind of interesting stuff to look at out here on the coast. Nice view of the wasteland. And then this upper floor loft I'm using as the bathroom. It's a glass house, so it's spectacular views. And the lighthouse. I turned the lighthouse into my clinic. So there's the operating table. I've got a chemistry workstation. And then the doctor's office is up here in the lighthouse tower. Kind of bird's eye view of the house. Here's where the doctor goes. There's the workstation for the doctor. And there goes my doctor NPC. So they actually go up there, and I got a bed up there that they were sleeping in. Oh, there's Fido. He doesn't do a lot except kind of sleep in his doghouse. That NPC standing there, for some reason NPCs seem to get stuck there at the Kingsport Lighthouse. So I've got that guy, he's my weapon dealer. There he is, he figured out how to get down. Now, this is a caravan that some hippies moved out here, and they're camping on the beach. Those caravans actually don't have floors. Hey, there's where McCready usually likes to hang out. I don't know why he didn't like to sleep in the bed that I assigned him to, but it seems to be likes to sleep out on underneath the dock. Set this up for somebody if they wanted to move in there. I converted this shack to my diner. So NPCs come in here now and eat. There's my cashier. There's the grill where you can cook your food. A little workstation for some NPCs. And no birds pooping all over the place. Those little boards right there I used to mesh that pier with my pier. This is a little arcade that I built. Show you a little trick with these basketballs. It's really hard to find out how to throw things in Fallout 4, but the way you do it is you pick it up and then you hold down the reload key for 1 or 2, 3, 4 seconds, however hard you want to throw it. So I held it down about 2 seconds there and threw it too hard, so I'll try it again here with 1 second. 1 second was pretty good, but it got hung up. There's where you get your prizes. And NPCs, they really like that fountain. They come there quite a bit. This is my weapon dealer. He's got a little bit of limited armor available. There's some special items. And this is the back room where the guy can sleep. Here's my wind farm, power station. You can see that it's built all the way out to this buoy, which is pretty far out here. There's where the guy works that maintains the wind farm. This is a diner at night. Bethesda did a really good job on textures and lighting, so these settlements, they look really good at night. Yeah, again, Bethesda just did a great job on creating these games. But this settlement feature, they needed to polish it just a little bit, so that's what this mod does, is it puts floors in the buildings, cleans up the area, makes it look real nice. Maybe make the border just a little bit bigger so you can build in an increased area. So hope you enjoy the mod.